Good morning. Today we'll discuss last block of Indian economy course. Course code is MGB 1214. The last block, block number 5, title is Sectoral Trends and Issues. In block 5, there are 3 units. Unit 1 discuss about the agriculture sector. Unit 2 discuss about industry and service sector. Unit 3 discuss about financial sector. So unit 1 means unit 13 discuss about the agriculture sector. So in this unit I will discuss about what mean by agriculture sector in India, its importance, and changing scenario of this sector in India after independence, and also what are various challenges faced by agricultural sector in India, and what are various policies government introduced for development of this sector. So all those things I discuss in this unit. So unit 30, agricultural sector. So agricultural sector is the base for economy of any country, especially developing country. And in India also, agricultural sector contribute more in our national income and also for employment of common people. In India, agriculture sector contribute nearly 30 to 35% in national income, and in India also nearly 60% people depends on agriculture sector for maintaining their livelihood. When India got independence after 1947, at that time role of agriculture sector in our national income was highest. But thereafter, the significance of agricultural sector declined in our national income, and role of service sector increased continuously, and currently service sector contribute highest in our national income. Transition from traditional cultivation to modern cultivation. In India, agricultural sector is changing frequently. So previously, agricultural sector means a subsistence sector, a subsistence farming. So farmer basically involved for cultivation for only supply of their own food grains. But currently, farmers use more technology. They are using better facilities, and they produce more food grains so that they can earn more income, or they can earn some additional income from agricultural cultivation. And after independence, in India, agricultural sector basically use traditional type of technology, old technology. But currently, in India, in agriculture sector contribute more in our national income. At the same time, farmer also use better technology and various inputs, modern inputs for cultivation purpose. Green liberation. So green liberation basically means a technology, a revolution, a process for increasing agricultural cultivation or agricultural production in India. And green revolution, this concept was introduced in India after 1960. Actually, when India got independence in 1947, during that time, food grain production in India was very low, and people do not have enough food for their subsistence purpose. And also in India, there was shortage of food grain cultivation or production in India. So after independence, India government think that in India, food grain production should be increased. And for this purpose, And during planning commission, Indian government think government will spend more money for agricultural revolution of reform in India. And for this reason, Green Revolution was introduced after 1960. So Green Revolution basically introduced in Punjab, Haryana, and western part of Uttar Pradesh. Green Revolution basically means use of better technology, um, modern type of seeds, pesticide, fertilizer in cultivation purpose, so that agricultural production increase. And Green Revolution has positive effect in agricultural cultivation in India. And Dr. M.A. Swaminathan was a renowned agriculturist, and he contributed more for the success of Green Revolution in India. The main objective of Green Revolution is self-sufficient in agricultural production. And after independence, Indian government more depends on foreign countries for import of food grains, and the Indian government think that Indian government should increase agricultural productions, and so dependence on foreign countries for import of food grains should be reduced. And for this reason, Indian government encouraged Green Revolution in India, especially in northern part of India. Green Revolution had both positive and negative effect on our economy. And then first I will discuss about the positive effect, and thereafter I will discuss the negative effect on our environment due to the Green Revolution. So in positive effect, we can say Green Revolution increased agricultural productivity because due to Green Revolutions, farmer use hybrid seeds, use more pesticides, fertilizer, use better technology for cultivation purpose. So productivity of land for food grain cultivation or production it increase. Due to Green Revolutions, for increasing agricultural productions, India becomes self-sufficient in food grain production, and Indian government able to store excess food grain in various godowns, so that in future, if there is any shortage of food grain happen in India, then government can supply food grain from buffer stock. And so India becomes self-sufficient in agricultural production due to Green Revolution. Due to Green Revolution also, poverty declined in many areas of India, and also price of food grains decreased. Because due to Green Revolution, income of farmers or cultivators increase, and so their purchasing power also increase and poverty level decline in village areas. And at the same time, due to excess production of food grains, price of food grains also declined in the market. Due to Green Revolution also, malnutrition problem declined in many areas, because before Green Revolution in India there was shortage of food grains, and the malnutrition problem was very high among children and women in village areas. But due to Green Revolution, when supply food grains increased in market, then nutritional problem declined among people in village areas. So malnutrition problem declined in various areas among children and women and senior citizens. At the same time, due to use of modern technologies in agriculture, production also increased, and at the same time, development in village area also arise or also increase due to Green Revolution. So this is the positive side of Green Revolution. It increase agriculture production, it increase productivity of land, it increase production of food grains, it reduce poverty, it increase employment, it reduce price of food grains, it also increase the nutritional capacity of common people, and at the same time it also helpful for development of village areas. The negative effect We can identify that green revolution have negative effect on our basically environment due to excess use of chemicals in terms of fertilizer, pesticides. It negatively affect on natural soil productivity in land. And also in many areas, water pollution problem arise due to use of chemical pesticides and also fertilizers. In many areas, due to excess use of underground water, water level decline in many areas, especially in Haryana, Punjab, water level decline very fastly due to excess use of underground water by using intensive irrigation system. And so water crisis problem also arises in many areas due to excess use of water in cultivation purpose. Green revolution also negatively affect on our biodiversity because due to green revolutions, government especially focus on cultivation of rice and wheat, and at the same time, farmer use hybrid type of seed in cultivation purpose. So it negatively affect on our traditional indigenous crop variety and also traditional seeds which used by farmer previously. At the same time, green revolution increase income inequality among farmers in village areas. Those farmers who use modern technology, pesticides, fertilizers, their income increase, and those marginal farmers or those farmers who do not use modern technology and other chemical inputs, their income was less during that time. So income gap arise between the farmers. Those farmers use modern technology, their income increase, and those farmers who use traditional technology, their income is nearly same. So income inequality problem arise in rural area due to green revolution. At the same time, green revolution also negatively affect health of common people due to excess use of chemical pesticides and hybrid type of seeds and various chemical uh, in cultivation, it negatively affect on those people who consume such type of chemical through various food grains. So health also negatively affect due to excessive use of chemical in green revolution. So in this way, we can say that green revolution have positive and negative effect on our environment and also in our economy. Next, what are various type of challenges faced by Indian agriculture? So Indian agriculture also facing many challenges, many constraints. It is from our independence. Before independence also, farmers are facing many challenges, but after independence also, farmers in India are facing many types of challenges. Like as challenges like as land area. In India, farmers do not have large amount of land, and land is also distributed among farmers in such a way land area is declining day by day, and in small plot or small area of paddy land, modern cultivation cannot be used. Farmer cannot use tractors and other machines in small holdings, small area of land. So in this case, income of farmer will be less because they cannot use modern technology in small holdings or small area of land. In India also, law of inheritance exists. It means land will distribute among children from father. So if any person has more children, then in this case, land also divided among them. So area of land will be declined, and in small plot, productivity of land also will be less. Monsoon dependency. In India, still there is no permanent source of water for cultivation purpose. In many areas, farmer still depends on rainfall for cultivation purpose, and currently rainfall uh, is more uncertain due to climate change. And many times, farmer cannot cultivate more times in same land due to lack of water. Low productivity is also a problem for Indian farmers. In many areas, the productivity of land are very low, and so income of farmer also very less due to low productivity of the land. And in many areas, farmer are not using modern technology. In India, in village area, it has been found that in some areas farmers are using modern technology, and some areas farmers are using still the old traditional technology. In many areas still it has been found that farmer cultivate various food grains by using cow and other animals for cultivation purpose. So in this case, income of farmer will be less. So low productivity and technological gap is also a challenge for Indian agriculture. Inefficient marketing and storage. In India, the selling of product or food grains in market is also a big challenge for farmers. Many times, farmer cultivate more food grains but unable to sell those food grains in market. And it has been found that when farmer produce excess food grains, then price of those food grains decline in market, and so farmer face loss. And storage capacity in various godown is also very limited. Many times farmer are unable to store their food grains and other types of vegetables in cold storage due to shortage of capacity and also due to high cost. And for this reason, farmer also face loss. Financial problem is also a big challenge for farmer in Indian agriculture. Farmers in many areas in India, their financial condition is not good. They have shortage of fund, and many times they are unable to collect loan or credit from bank or other types of financial institutions. And many times they depends on money lenders for collecting fund for cultivation purpose, and money lenders always charge very high rate of interest. And in many times the farmers falls under debt trap. So it is a big challenge for farmer in India to collect fund or money for running the agricultural activity. Environmental degradation. This problem also arises in India due to intensive cultivation in village areas. In many times, the farmer use chemical pesticides, fertilizers, and it negatively affect on our environment. It increase soil pollution, it increase water pollutions, and it also very harmful for our biodiversity. And many times also farmer face problem for collecting various inputs which are useful for cultivation purpose. Inputs may be fertilizer, pesticides, various seeds for cultivation purpose. And many times farmers do not have enough quantity of such type of inputs. And in market, price of such input is very high, and farmer unable to purchase enough quantity of inputs due to higher input cost. So these are the various challenges faced by Indian agriculture, and in India also economic condition of farmer are not good. Those farmers who are using modern technologies, they may earn higher income, but those farmers who still depends on traditional type of technology, traditional type of machines, traditional type of methodology for cultivation purpose, their income is low. So income gap among farmer in India is increasing day by day, and those farmers who involve in contract farming, their income is very high. In India, states like Haryana and Punjab, in those areas, income of farmers are very high because they are using modern technologies and modern inputs for cultivation purpose. And many farmers in those states, they are involved in contract type of farmings, and through such a farming, they earn huge income, and they also involved in cooperative type of farming. So income of farmer are high in states like Punjab and Haryana due to using modern technology, and also due to green revolution. Next, the interdependence between agriculture and industry. So here I will discuss how agriculture and industry are interconnected. Because in economy there are three sectors exist: agricultural sector, primary sector, industrial sector or secondary sector, and the service sector or tertiary sectors. So agriculture and industrial sector, they are basically interconnected, or you can say they are interdependent among themselves. So many times agriculture sector, they provide raw material for industrial sector, and many times industrial sector, whatever goods they produce, those goods consumed by people who involved in agricultural sector. So in this way, final product from agricultural sector shift to industrial sector, and final product from industrial sector shift to agricultural sector. So both sectors are interdependent one another. So many times, if recession happen in agricultural sector, then it negatively affect also in industrial sector. So how they're interconnected? I put here some points. So first is the production linkage. So in agriculture sector, basically agro-based industries, they directly depends on agricultural sector for raw materials. Like as jute industries, rubber industries, food processing industries, they directly collect raw material from agricultural sector. And so agricultural sector provide inputs to agro-based industries. And when there is shortage of supply of inputs from agricultural sector to agro-based industries, then agro-based industries also negatively affect. Second, demand linkage. So it has been found that whatever good produced by industrial sector, many good directly consumed by farmers or those people who directly or indirectly involved in agricultural sector. Like the farmers, they purchase cloth, they purchase various processed food, they purchase vehicle, they purchase machines, they purchase various chemical products which produce through various industries. So agricultural sector also create demand of product produced from industrial sector. Infrastructure and technology. So it has been found that whatever technology used by farmer in agriculture sector, those technology produced by industrial sector. So in this way, industrial sector supply technology and basic infrastructure for agricultural development. Labor supply. So it has been found that agriculture sector also supply labor to industrial sector. So in agricultural sector, the income level or per capita income of farmers are low, and many times it has been found that excess worker in agriculture sector, they move from agricultural sector to industrial sector for expectation of higher income, for better livelihood, for better standard of living. So in this way, there is a migration of worker from agriculture to industrial sector. So in this way, we can say that agricultural sector and industrial sector, they are interconnected and also interdependent. So when recession occur in one sector, then other sector also negatively affected. Agricultural investment. So agricultural investment basically means investment of capital or fund for development of agricultural sector. It may be investment of money for modernization of agricultural technique. It may be by using or purchasing modern technology, purchasing better seeds, modern seeds, pesticides, fertilizer, or you can say development of farming technology. So it basically indicates the agricultural investment. So it basically indicates diversification of agriculture sector and the development of agricultural sector by investment of fund. So how it happened? I have some points. So many times the farmers they invest money for development of or increasing farm size or for purchasing of machines for development of livestock or increasing livestock numbers or capacities for introduction of modern irrigation systems, various agriculture technology. So in this way, farmer invest money for development of agricultural sectors. Many times they also purchase various vehicle also for transferring or transportation purpose for selling their product in markets. And many times farmers also collect loan or credit from government sectors, government bank or private bank, or they also use various government policies of schemes for collection of fund or for development of agricultural sector. So in this way, in India also, farmers they invest money or spend money for development of agriculture sector. But the main problem faced by farmers, especially the marginal farmer, landless farmer, is their income is less. So for this reason, they cannot invest more money for development of agricultural sector. Basically, the rich farmers they are able to invest more money for development of agricultural sector. And economic condition of marginal or landless farmers are very poor or pathetic in India. Their income is very low, their per capita income is also low, and major portion of marginal or traditional farmers they falls under the poverty line. So in this way, I completed unit 1 or unit 13, which basically discuss about the agricultural sector. So next unit, unit 14, discuss about the industry and service sector. So in this unit, I will discuss both sector, industrial sector and service or tertiary sector. So industrial sector is the second sector in Indian economy, and contribution of industrial sector in our national income and also employment is also increasing. And finally, industrial sector it can be classified in many sectors like as heavy and large industries, small and medium industries, chemical industries, agri-based industries. So you can classify industry also in various types on the basis of various parameters. And in agricultural sector and industrial sector also both are changing very rapidly due to introduction of modern technology or automation. So industrial growth and structure. In India, when I see the growth of industrial sector, so it is not same. So after independence, the growth of industrial sector was very low or very less. And after independence, when in India, Indian government introduced training commissions in 1950. Thereafter, Indian government and training commission introduced various schemes, policies for development of industrial sector. During 1950 to 1990, during this 40 years period, Indian government basically introduced inward looking model for industrial development. So inward looking model basically means Indian government spent money for development of industrial infrastructure. so that Indian government does not depends on foreign countries for importing industrial good. And during this period, during these 40 years, so Indian government basically follow closed economic structure. Indian economy not open to foreign farm or foreign industries during this period. But after 1919 or 91, Indian government just opened the industrial sector, and thereafter Indian government encouraged foreign firm to spend money in India for set up various industries. And Indian government also take the initiatives like Make in India for expansion of industrial sector. And thereafter, growth of industrial sector increased very rapidly after 1991 due to market-oriented economy in India, and also Indian government opened Indian economy for the foreign firm for set of industries. And the Indian government removed various restrictions, license, and ceiling for investment money in India. And at the same time, foreign direct investment also increased, and uh, diversification also increased in industrial sector. Key phase of industrial development in India. So here I classify in the various period in terms of growth of Indian industrial sector. So phase one during 1950 to 65. So in 1915, Indian government introduced planning commission, and in first, second, and third, in 3 5-year plan, Indian government specially focused on development of agriculture and industrial sector. And Indian government set up various steel and iron plant and chemical plant under government for expansion of industrial sector. Phase 2, during 1965 to 18, during this period, industrial growth was very low. And in third phase, from 1980 to 91, just this phase indicate the recovery stage of Indian industry. So growth of Indian industry again increased. But in phase 4, after 1991, Indian agriculture and industrial sector increased very rapidly due to openness of Indian economy, due to reduce that license systems, and Indian government introduced deregulations and also encouraged foreign direct investment. And due to this, industrial sector increased very rapidly after 1991. Various features in Indian agriculture and industrial sector, if we see. So in industrial sector, we can classify industrial sector in many parts, like is manufacturing industries, heavy industries, small scale industries, cottage industries, mining industries, chemical industries. So in this way, we can classify industrial sector, and each sector within industry also contribute more for industrial development. Growth rate of Indian industrial sector is not same. So many times growth rate is high and sometimes it is low, but on an average in India growth rate is 5 to 6%. So in Indian industrial sector. In Indian industrial sector, we can also find out public sector industries, and also we can identify the private sector industries. It means both the public and private sector contribute more for industrial development. And at the same time, we can identify regional imbalance in industrial growth. In India, some areas are more developed in industries, and in some areas there are lack of industries. We cannot find heavy industries. So industrial gap also exists in various regions or places in India. In some states are more developed in industries, and many states in India you can identify there are lack of industries. In India, like states Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, those states are more developed in industries compared to other states like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Northeastern states. So we cannot find out heavy industries in those areas. So I discussed previously this industrialization in India pre and post independence. So before independence, Indian industrial condition was not good. Basically, we can find out the local industries or handloom industries in India before independence, and British government not focus more for development of industrial sector in India, and British government especially look after for collecting raw material supply from various industries so that those raw material can be used by British industries in England. So before independence in India, industrial sector was not developed and growth rate is also very low. But after independence, Indian government introduced various policies for development of industries, and industrial growth also increased. And Indian government also open industrial sector for foreign firms, private sectors, so you can identify diversification in Indian industrial sector. You can identify many type of industries in Indian industrial sector. Post-independence industrial development I discussed previously also. So after independence from 1947 to 1980, so Indian government invest lots of money for industrial development, and Indian government basically focus on import substitution model. So Indian government try to produce various products to industries in India, and they try to reduce import. But after 1991, Indian government introduced aggressive policies, and Indian government opened foreign farm for Indian industries. And in this way, the main agenda or objective of Indian government is self-reliance in industrial good production. So next we come to service sector. So service sector also sometimes means as a tertiary sector. So service sector produce such type of goods or services which is intangible in economic activities. It means we cannot see such type of service, but we can realize, we can identify the importance of those services provided by the service sector. Example of service sectors we can say about the education sector, health sector, telecommunication sector, banking sector, hotel and restaurant sector. So all falls under the service sector because they are providing service to common people. And contribution of service sector in India also increasing. And currently more than 50% contribution in our national income done by the service sector. And contribution of service sector in national income is also an important parameter for identifying development of any country. So in developed country, maximum contribution in national income do by the service sector, and contribution of agricultural sector in national income is very low. In India also, contribution of service sector is increasing day by day. Factor promoting growth of service sector. So in India, contribution of service sector or this sector in national income and also in employment is also increasing, and there are many factors that are responsible, like technological progress. So in India also, technology, especially information factor revolution happened, and for this reason, service sector is expanding very rapidly. They can able to provide various service at very low cost to people, and able to provide service in distant places, in far away places, and due to availability of modern technology and internet facility. Indian government also open economy to foreign firm. At the same time, Indian government introduced easy policy for expansion of service sector, and it also positively affect for the growth of service sector. And we can say that government policy is also useful for expansion of this sector. At the same time, income of people is also increasing in India, and per capita income of people also increasing, and demand of service provided by service sector is also increasing. It is also helpful for growth of service sector because demand of services provided by service sector is also increasing day by day. At the same time, foreign firms are also uh, collecting or using Indian service sector for their own development. It is known as outsourcing. It has been found that various foreign firms they are using Indian service sectors or firms for providing service for their own farm or industries. At the same time, rapid industrialization, rapid increase of per capita income, structural change in India, it always positive effect on service sector. Next, we can see that service sector as engine of growth. So it basically indicates that service sector is an important parameter for measuring development in any country or for measuring growth of any country, and for increasing national income, for increasing gross domestic product, contribution of service sector is more important. And in India also, contribution of service sector in employment is increasing, and more than 50% people in India uh, depends on service sector and industrial sector for their employment purpose. And contribution of service sector in our national income, it is more than 50%. And also contribution of service sector in national output is also increasing day by day. At the same time, foreign direct investment in India in service sector is also increasing. And in India, service sector is more export oriented. Whatever goods and services produced by firm in service sector, they are exporting huge quantity of services and product in foreign countries. It is also good for economic development of India. So in this way, I've completed second chapter, chapter 14, and basically chapter 14 basically discuss about the industrial and service sectors, what mean by this, and importance of these two sectors, and how these two sectors effectively increase economic growth and development of India. Third and last unit of this block is financial sector. So these are various components I will discuss under the financial sector, like as meaning of financial sectors and various category or industries involved in financial sectors, functions of financial sectors in India, challenges faces by financial sector in India. So, and what are various risks facing by firms involved in financial sector. So, what is mean by financial sector? So, actually, financial sector is that sector which more involved for providing services like this flow of money, credit, investment. So, financial sector basically link with transfer of fund, and they also link with providing fund to common people, investments. Various component or institutions involved in financial sectors are banking sector, investment sectors, insurance sectors, and other institutions. Banking sector basically means commercial banks, credit unions, central banks, investment services like as investment banks, brokerage, stock exchange. Insurance sectors means those companies or firms who provide insurance, life insurance or commodity insurance or asset insurance, all include in financial sector. Historical evolution of the financial sector in India. So, pre-independence era. So, before 1947 and after 1947, how Indian financial sector has changed and discuss here. So, before 1947 in India, so banking sector was developed by the British government. Bank of Hindustan, which was formed in 1770, it is an old bank in India, and during this period, there was three provinces in India: Bengal province, Bombay province, and Madras province. and British government set up individual bank in each province, and it is known as a provincial bank, like Bank of Bombay, Bank of Bengal, Bank of Madras. And thereafter, in 1921, these three banks merged in one bank, and name is the Empirical Bank of India. And thereafter, this bank converted in State Bank of India in 1955. And in India, Reserve Bank was set up in 1935. So during this British period, especially Reserve Bank of India was set up, and at the same time, the provincial bank was set up, and later on this bank converted in State Bank of India. After independence, so when Indian government more focus for development of agriculture and industrial sector, government faced one problem, that maximum bank in India after independence run by the private sector. And so Indian government think that Indian government will nationalize this private sector. And so in 1969, 14 commercial bank was nationalized. Nationalized means private bank converted in government bank or private public bank. And in 1980, 6 more private bank converted in government bank. And in this way, government able to remove monopoly of private sector in banking service. And at this, but there was some challenges also faced by the government bank, like low productivity, low efficiency, high non-performing asset or losses of government bank or public bank. It's also a challenge for government bank. And thereafter, after 1991, Indian government just opened the banking sector and also allow private sector to enter in banking sector. And Indian government also introduced various policies for reducing non-performing asset and increasing productivity of public bank. Category of financial industries. When you say financial industries, so we can classify financial industries basically in two ways: organized sector and unorganized sector. It means organized financial industry and unorganized financial industrial sector. So organized financial industrial sector are basically controlled by the government, controlled by the RBI, SEBI, and unorganized sector cannot controlled by the government. Like in India also, so farmers in agricultural sector, they collect loan or fund from bank. So in this case, farmer collect money from organized financial institution, and many times farmer also collect fund from money lenders, and also collect fund from friends, relatives, collect fund from chit fund also. So in this case, farmers collect fund from unorganized financial sector. So financial sector industry can be divided into a organized and unorganized. Functions of financial sector in India. So here I will discuss what are the main functions or activities of financial sector. The first, the main activity of financial sector is capital allocation and mobilization. Financial sector basically involve in collection of fund from common people and diversification or diversify those fund to common people. It means common people can save their money in bank or other type of financial institutions, and also common people can also collect fund in terms of capital or in terms of credit when they needs from bank. And when common people save money in bank in various savings account, they also earn income in terms of interest. So financial sector are directly linked with the household. They collect fund from the household and also distribute fund to household in terms of credit or in terms of loan. They are also helpful for transferring fund from one place to another place. So household people they can transfer fund from one person to another person, from one place to another place by using various financial institutions. Financial institutions like insurance sector, they also helpful for reducing risk of life and also reducing risk of various assets. So financial institution also helpful for risk management of household or common people. So when people save money in bank, their money is more safe compared to save money in their own house. Financial sector is also useful for economic stability of any country, and it is also helpful for increasing growth of industries like small scale industries and medium scale industries and large scale industries. Also, they collect fund from various bank and financial institutions. So, financial sector also helpful for growth of agricultural sector and also growth of service and industrial sector. And in India, financial sector are controlled by various regulatory body introduced by Indian government, like is Reserve Bank of India, which control banking sector. SEBI basically control the stock exchange, and IRDAI basically control the insurance sector. Challenges and risk in the financial sector. So I am nearly end of this chapter. So the last topic discuss about the what are various types of challenges faced by the financial sector. In India, every sector are facing challenges. It may be agriculture, industry, service sector. At the same time, financial sector are also facing challenges. Like is cyber attack. So cyber attack nowadays it is a common threat for the financial sector. Unauthorized access of various platform of financial sector, and many times financial sector face loss, and many times household who save money in financial sector, they also face the loss. Complex regulation introduced by various regulatory agencies. It is also a challenge for various firms, industries who involve or who are part of financial sector. So government always try to simplify the regulations so that it will be helpful for expansion of the financial sector, and implementation or acceptance of digital transformations and interconnection with the foreign firms, foreign industries. So in this case also financial sector are facing challenges in India, cope up with the standard which faced by the foreign firm in other countries. So these are the basic challenges we can say that in financial sector. First one you can say about the cyber attacks, various complex regulation introduced by Indian government, transformational changing in financial sectors, and maintaining standard in financial sector compared to foreign firm which operate in other countries. In many times it has been found that those firms who are involved in financial sector, they are facing loss. Or you can say like example as the banking sector. So in banking sector, non-performing asset is also a big challenge for banks. So non-performance asset basically means unrecoverable loan of banks. So it basically indicates if bank unable to collect or unable to recover loan which provided by bank, then it falls under the non-performing assets. So these are various challenges faced by the financial sector in India. So in this I have completed this unit, and these are the basic questions like what mean by financial sector, what mean by industrial sector, service sectors, or what is green revolution, significance of green revolution in Indian development growth. So if you have any question, you can ask me question and you can communicate with me. Thank you.